Hey, treasure hunters. Every coin in your hand might be hiding a secret worth millions of dollars. Today, we're unlocking the mystery of the Kennedy half dollar, a coin that's not just currency, but a piece of American legend. Some of these rare coins have the power to change your fortune overnight. So before you spend that half dollar, take a closer look, because it might be the one that turns your life into a millionaire's dream. Stay tuned. This story might just be the start of your golden destiny. The first up, in the world of American coins, few names carry as much emotion, history, and national pride as a Kennedy half dollar. Introduced in 1964 to honor the fallen President John F. Kennedy, this coin became more than currency. It became a symbol of hope, remembrance, and unity. Now, decades later, one particular version, the 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar, has taken collectors and treasure hunters by storm. It's a coin that seems modern and common, yet beneath its shining surface lies a potential for unimaginable fortune. In rare conditions and certain striking varieties, this half dollar can fetch massive value, sometimes in the range of millions for the right piece. The 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar, minted at the Denver Mint, is one of those coins that many people overlook. It sits quietly in rolls, in bank bags, and even in change, often dismissed as just another 50 cents. But this coin hides a secret. Certain flawless strikes, dye varieties, and experimental planchet compositions have made select pieces incredibly valuable. When collectors speak of perfect moderns, this coin is often at the top of their wish lists. In pristine, untouched MS-70 condition, with mirror-like surfaces and deep, full-strike details, this coin's price can skyrocket to an amount that defies logic, a fortune hidden in your pocket. What makes the Kennedy half dollar so powerful is not just its rarity, but the story it carries. Born from tragedy, it transformed into a living tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents. Every detail of the 2021 D half dollar, from Kennedy's resolute profile to the heraldic eagle spreading its wings across the reverse, echoes the enduring American spirit. It's a coin that embodies courage, progress, and leadership. When collectors hold it, they're not just touching metal. They're holding a continuation of history, a piece that reminds a nation of what resilience truly means. Coins minted in Denver have always carried a reputation for strong strikes and crisp detail. The 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar, however, stands apart even among them. In certain rare runs, microscopic differences in die alignment, pressure, or planchet quality created coins that glimmered differently. Coins with unmatched luster and flawless surfaces. These coins, though rare, have been found in sealed mint rolls or directly from the U.S. Mint's uncirculated sets. When one surface is in top condition, collectors bid ferociously, driving prices from a few $100s into the realm of thousands and even millions, depending on its perfection and uniqueness. You might think only old coins from the 1800s or early 1900s can be worth millions, but modern coins are rewriting the rules. The 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar is living proof. In today's numismatic market, perfection and rarity command astronomical premiums. A flawless strike, a unique error, or a rare die variety can transform a 50-cent coin into a collector's dream. The rise of social media and online auctions has turned modern rarities, like this one, into global sensations. Ordinary people, some who never thought twice about coins, are now discovering small fortunes in their own homes. Condition is everything. The difference between a coin worth 50 cents and one worth 50,000 lies in a single letter. MS Mint State coins, especially those graded MS 69 or MS 70, are near perfect examples. Coins that have survived without even a fingerprint, scratch, or blemish. The 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar, in such pristine condition, is a masterpiece of modern minting. Under magnification, these coins reveal an extraordinary level of craftsmanship, where every strand of Kennedy's hair and every feather of the eagle is struck with absolute clarity. Its perfection frozen in metal, and perfection commands power. Beyond condition, what truly ignites the imagination are errors and varieties. A double die obverse, off-center strike, or missing mint mark can multiply a coin's value beyond belief. Imagine a 2021 D. Kennedy half dollar with a die rotation or a planchet error, A coin that escaped the mint perfection with a tiny flaw that made it one of a kind. These coins aren't mistakes. They're miracles. To a collector, they're the Holy Grail. And such unique varieties can easily command 6- or 7-figure prices in the right market. The Kennedy half dollar holds a special place in the hearts of Americans. It's not just a metal or the design. It's the nostalgia, the pride, and the symbolism of Kennedy's enduring vision. For many collectors, owning a flawless or rare 2021 D half dollar is like preserving a piece of the American dream. It's about more than money. It's about legacy. Every glimmer of that coin reflects a nation's memory. Every shine whispers the ideals of freedom, courage, and innovation. And that emotional connection adds a depth of value no auction price can measure. So, before you spend that 2021 D Kennedy half dollar or toss it into a jar, take a closer look. It could be the key to your financial freedom. A simple coin that carries the power to transform your life. Look for that D mint mark, the flawless surfaces, and the magic of perfection. Because somewhere out there, hidden in plain sight, lies a coin worth more than gold. A coin that can make you a billionaire overnight. In the end, the beauty of coin collecting isn't just about wealth. It's about discovery, passion, and the thrill of realizing that something so ordinary can be so extraordinary. The second up, among all the American coins ever struck, few carry the same patriotic energy, emotion, and mystery as the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar. Minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the United States of America, this coin isn't just metal. It's a heartbeat of a nation cast in silver and copper. It tells a story of freedom, sacrifice, and the unstoppable dream that built America. But what makes this coin even more thrilling today is its unimaginable value in rare conditions. Some of these bicentennial half dollars, especially those with perfect mint strikes, rare composition, or unique minting errors, have become priceless treasures, fetching millions of dollars in the modern coin market. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar wasn't just another coin released by the U.S. Mint. It was a statement of pride. The nation was celebrating 200 years of independence, and the Mint wanted to create something unforgettable. The obverse carried the noble image of President John F. Kennedy, the man whose legacy still symbolizes hope and courage, while the reverse depicted the Independence Hall, the birthplace of the Declaration of Independence. Together, they form a message that resonated deeply with every American. Freedom is timeless. Today, that symbolism still gives the coin a sacred aura, making it not just collectible, but emotionally powerful, a living relic of the nation's spirit. While millions of bicentennial half dollars were minted in 1975 and 1976, only a small fraction were struck with extraordinary precision, perfection, or unexpected minting quirks. Some were minted in 40% silver, gleaming with a mirror-like finish that still dazzles collectors today. Others bore tiny minting flaws, double dyes, off-center strikes, or weak edges that transformed them into once-in-a-lifetime finds. These rare additions have stunned the coin world, with a few pristine specimens selling for astonishing sums, climbing into millions of dollars. The reason? They represent the rare union of beauty, history, and flawlessness, a trio that defines the most valuable coins on Earth. Among all versions, those bearing the D Mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint, have drawn special attention. Denver's coins are known for sharp, bold details, and some of the 1776, 1976 D Kennedy half dollars are believed to have been struck from dies that created uniquely crisp impressions. In high grades with mirror surfaces and untouched luster, these coins can command massive premiums. Some collectors even believe a few rare prototypes or die varieties were quietly produced in Denver, coins so few and so perfect that their discovery could instantly make a person a millionaire overnight. One flawless 1976 D Kennedy half in pristine, untouched condition could easily be worth a fortune beyond imagination. Part of what makes this coin so mesmerizing isn't just its age or silver, it's the emotional legacy tied to John F. Kennedy himself. Every collector feels that connection, the image of a president who inspired hope and unity. The coin became a symbol of remembrance, and in the bicentennial edition, it merged Kennedy's enduring spirit with the very foundation of America's birth. That double symbolism, a fallen leader and a free nation. turned a coin into a work of emotional art. It's why collectors cherish it, why prices soar, and why each 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar feels like holding a piece of American destiny in your hands. Every now and then, stories surface of ordinary people who discover extraordinary fortune hidden in a box, a drawer, or an old coin roll. One such story often surrounds the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar. Rare variants that slip through the cracks of history. Some have proof-like surfaces. Others errors so rare that only a handful are known to exist. The market for these coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors and investors hunting desperately for that perfect specimen. A flawless silver composition, double die strike from the Denver Mint could easily be valued in the millions today, making it one of the most powerful modern coin investments ever known. In coin collecting, perfection is everything. A single nick, a small scratch, or a faded shine can drop a coin's value from thousands to cents. But when a 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar emerges in mint state perfection, MS-70 or deep cameo-proof condition, its value transcends money. It becomes art, history, and rarity combined. Collectors crave that uncirculated shine, the razor-sharp edge, the flawless mirror finish that reflects the light like glass. These perfect survivors are miracles of preservation, each one a potential jackpot for whoever holds it. If you own one in untouched condition, you might be holding a fortune in disguise. The true magic of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar lies in how it bridges two worlds, the old and the new. It's modern enough to feel current, but historic enough to carry centuries of meaning. Its silver content, patriotic design, and emotional story make it one of the most collectible coins ever minted by the United States. Unlike common circulation coins, the rare versions have matured in value dramatically, making them a modern treasure equal to most valuable ancient relics. It's not just a collector's item. It's a statement of how powerful history can be when preserved in metal. So, before you overlook that old half-dollar in your drawer, take a closer look. Does it bear the 1776 to 1976 date? Is it shiny, flawless, or marked with a D mint mark? If yes, you may just be holding a coin that could change your destiny. These coins have the power to make ordinary people millionaires overnight. They remind us that true fortune often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone who knows what to look for. Don't spend it. Don't trade it for less, because that small piece of silver and copper might be the key to unimaginable wealth, a silent witness of America's greatness, and perhaps your golden ticket to a new life. The third up. In the vast ocean of American coinage, few coins carry as much hidden potential as the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar. At first glance, it may look like just another half-dollar, a familiar face of President John F. Kennedy gazing forward with dignity and courage. But beneath its silver-toned surface lies a story of unimaginable value, rare minting mysteries, and potential fortunes. In today's collector market, certain 1979 half-dollars, especially those struck with rare die varieties or perfect mint conditions, have skyrocketed in worth, reaching into millions of dollars. This coin has quietly transformed from a common piece of change into a symbol of unexpected wealth that could make you a millionaire overnight if you happen to possess one of the rarest examples. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, a year after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The nation was still mourning, and the Mint decided to honor his memory through a coin that would represent not just his leadership, but his vision of hope and unity. By 1979, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become a powerful symbol of American pride, a piece that carried both emotional and historical weight. But what collectors didn't realize back then was that certain 1979 editions would one day become some of the most desirable and expensive modern coins ever minted. The combination of Kennedy's legacy and a few mysterious minting events gave rise to coins that now command staggering prices. The 1979 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at multiple U.S. mints, including Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. While millions were produced, only a few emerged with unique characteristics, a slight die crack, a double die obverse, or unusually deep mirror fields that give them proof-like brilliance. Coins from the Denver Mint, in particular, are famous for sharper details and stronger strikes. In pristine, uncirculated condition, a 1979 D. Kennedy half can fetch prices that sound almost unreal. Coins so perfect, they're believed to be worth up to $1 million or more. These are the kinds of coins that make collectors' hearts race. Hidden gems that hold the power to change a person's life forever. By 1979, the Kennedy half-dollar was no longer made with silver for general circulation. But that didn't diminish its charm. The coin's copper-nickel composition gave a unique tone, a blend of strength and luster that captured light in mesmerizing ways. The design itself remained elegant. Kennedy's noble profile on the front and the presidential seal on the reverse, the eagle, shield, and stars radiating national pride. This powerful imagery turned the coin into a constant reminder of leadership and unity. Even without silver, its design and emotional resonance made it a masterpiece of modern minting, one that continues to command awe and admiration from coin enthusiasts around the world. Some of the most valuable 1979 Kennedy half-dollars aren't prized because of their normal appearance, but because of minting errors, those rare, beautiful mistakes that turn ordinary coins into treasures. Off-center strikes, double die reverses, and planchet errors, where the metal blank was flawed before minting, have been discovered among 1979 issues. These imperfections can make the difference between a 50-cent coin and $1 million masterpiece. A rare double-die 1979 half, showing double letters or Kennedy's profile slightly shifted, can easily become a collector's dream piece. Such coins have achieved astonishing auction prices, proving that even a simple error can transform metal into magic, and magic into money. In coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1979 Kennedy half-dollar in average circulated condition might seem ordinary, but one in perfect MS-70 or proof condition is a completely different story. These coins, untouched by time or hands, gleam with perfection. Their surfaces flawless, their luster undimmed. They are the superstars of the collector's world. Some proof coins from 1979, struck for collectors with mirrored fields and frosted details, have been found with exceptional strike clarity, making them highly valuable. A single perfect specimen can be the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune, proving that sometimes beauty really does pay. Every Kennedy half-dollar carries something beyond metal. It carries emotion, memory, and meaning. It represents a chapter of American history, a leader who inspired millions, and a dream that still echoes today. This emotional connection has made the coin a timeless collectible, not just for numismatists, but for ordinary Americans who remember Kennedy's era. The 1979 edition, minted 15 years after his death, became a quiet tribute to endurance, a reminder that even in change, legacy lives on. That's why this coin holds a different kind of power. The power to connect generations through history, hope, and honor. In today's coin market, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar has achieved a legendary status. Collectors hunt for rare varieties, proof strikes, and high-grade examples with almost religious passion. The prices have soared, with certain coins valued in the hundreds of thousands to millions depending on rarity and condition. Auction houses have seen bidding wars erupt over single specimens that defy logic. Coins that look identical to common ones but are, in reality, once-in-a-lifetime treasures. And with time, as more coins wear out or disappear, the few that survive in untouched brilliance will only grow more valuable. This is not just a collectible. It's a time capsule of American greatness, and its worth keeps rising every year. So, before you overlook that old 1979 Kennedy, half-dollar, sitting in a drawer, think twice. It might be the gateway to your fortune, a coin capable of turning an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. Check its mint mark, its shine, and its condition. If it gleams with untouched perfection or carries a mysterious mint error, you may be holding a piece of hidden history worth more than gold. The Kennedy half-dollar is not just money, it's destiny carved in metal. A reminder that true fortune often hides where we least expect it. Don't spend it. Don't trade it cheap. Because that little coin in your hand might just be the key to unimaginable wealth and a brighter future. The fourth up, imagine holding a coin so common that most people wouldn't think twice before spending it. yet it secretly hides the power to change your life forever. That's the story of the 1971 Kennedy half dollar, a coin that many believe is ordinary, but in reality, it's one of the most fascinating, potentially priceless treasures in American coinage. For decades, collectors have been chasing this coin, especially those rare versions struck with unique errors, brilliant luster, or exceptional mint conditions. In today's collector's market, some examples have been known to command staggering prices reaching into the millions, transforming an everyday piece of metal into a life-changing fortune. If you're lucky enough to have one, it could be your key to unimaginable wealth. The Kennedy half dollar was more than just a coin. It was a symbol of national unity and remembrance. It was born in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, one of America's most beloved leaders. The design, featuring Kennedy's proud, forward-looking profile, became an instant icon of American resilience. By 1971, the mint had transitioned from silver to a copper-nickel composition, marking a new era in U.S. coinage. This shift was meant to make coins more practical for everyday use, but also create a few unexpected minting anomalies that would one day become the stuff of legends among collectors. Among the millions of 1971 Kennedy half dollars struck, a handful are believed to have been accidentally struck on silver planchets left over from 1970. These silver-based coins, though unintentional, are now considered million-dollar rarities. Their metallic composition gives them a slightly different tone and weight, which sharp-eyed collectors immediately recognize. This was the very first year the U.S. Mint stopped producing half dollars in silver for circulation, yet a few ghosts of the past slipped through, coins made of silver instead of copper-nickel. Today, those mistakes have become priceless treasures, hunted relentlessly by collectors worldwide. The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, struck at the Denver Mint, has its own share legends. While most were made with precision, a few coins came out with die cracks, doubling, or planchet flaws, all signs of rare minting errors. These unique coins are not just historical curiosities, they're money-making miracles. In mint state condition with perfect luster and a flawless strike, a 1971 D can easily fetch tens of thousands, and the rarest error-filled form, even more. Each one is a small metallic time capsule, carried with the story of a minting era filled with change, experimentation, and hidden beauty. What makes the 1971 Kennedy half dollar even more special is the artistry behind it. On the obverse, you have President Kennedy, noble, youthful, and full of purpose. On the reverse, the presidential seal, an eagle grasping arrows and olive branches, framed by stars that represent the strength of the nation. When struck perfectly, the detail on these coins is breathtaking, so crisp and clear that the light dances across the surfaces like glass. Coins graded MS-70, the highest possible mint condition, are almost mythical. They represent perfection, untouched by human hands, preserved in time. These are the versions that can turn an ordinary collector into an overnight millionaire. Every collector knows that condition is king, and the 1971 Kennedy half dollar proves it. Two coins might look identical to the untrained eye, but their values can be worlds apart. A circulated half dollar might only be worth 50 cents, but an uncirculated or proof-like specimen with no blemishes, deep mirror-like surfaces, and sharp details could sell for hundreds of thousands, even millions. When a coin like this surfaces at auction, collectors don't see metal. They see perfection, rarity, and a once-in-a-lifetime chance to own a piece of American legend. And as time passes, these untouched coins only grow rarer and more valuable. There's something deeply emotional about the 1971 Kennedy half dollar. It's not just about money. It's about memory and meaning. For older generations, it's a link to the era of President Kennedy, to a time of hope, challenge, and change. For younger collectors, it's a chance to hold history in their hands, to feel the weight of a legacy that shaped America's future. This emotional connection adds an invisible layer of value to the coin. It's not only a collectible, it's a piece of America's heart, and that's something money can't truly measure. In the modern coin market, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar has become a phenomenon. Auction houses, private collectors, and coin enthusiasts have all joined the hunt for the rarest examples. Exceptional specimens have sold for jaw-dropping prices, From $100,000 for rare errors to over $1 million for pristine silver-struck examples. As more people rediscover the magic of coin collecting, the demand for these coins continues to skyrocket. And the truth is, there's no telling how high their value can go in the years ahead. Coins once dismissed as ordinary are now becoming symbols of unexpected fortune. So, before you overlook that 1971 Kennedy half-dollar sitting in a drawer, take a moment to look closer. Hold it to the light. Feel its weight. Search for the mint mark. Check for unusual shine or small signs of doubling. Because that simple coin, once worth only half a dollar, could hold a story worth millions. It's not just metal. It's history, legacy, and luck forged together in one breathtaking piece. If you have one, don't rush to spend it or sell it cheaply. Because that coin might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth, your chance to change your destiny overnight. Fifth up, in the heart of American coinage lies a piece that tells a story far beyond its metal, the 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar. This coin, minted in Denver, is more than just a 50-cent piece. It's a silent witness to American pride, legacy, and artistry. But what if I told you that one of these coins, hiding somewhere in your pocket change, could be worth millions of dollars today? Yes, the same coin that many have overlooked as ordinary might be the key to unimaginable wealth, capable of changing your life overnight. The world of rare coins thrives on mystery, and the 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar has now become a legend among collectors and treasure hunters alike. The Kennedy half-dollar series began as a tribute to the fallen President John F. Kennedy in 1964, shortly after his tragic assassination. It was designed to symbolize hope, courage, and unity for a nation in grief. By 1997, this coin had evolved from a symbol of remembrance into a beacon of rarity and historical significance. The D Mint mark, struck proudly beneath Kennedy's neckline, represents a Denver mint known for precise strikes and limited mintage variations. And while millions were produced that year, a small handful emerged with unique minting errors, rare metal compositions, and flawless conditions that now place them among the most valuable Kennedy half-dollars ever discovered. Imagine this. You find a 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar tucked away in an old drawer, its silver luster untouched by time, the design sharp and bold. It might look like any other coin, but if it carries even the slightest minting anomaly, a double die, an off-center strike, or a planchet flaw, its value could skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands, even millions in pristine condition. These are not exaggerations. Collectors have spent lifetimes chasing such coins, knowing that the difference between a regular strike and a flawless error coin can mean a fortune. Every Kennedy half-dollar carries the legacy of a nation's love for its leader, but the 1997 D is special. Many experts and coin enthusiasts believe that a few experimental strikes were made with unique die alignments or rare metallic compositions that were never meant to enter circulation. Those few that escaped the mint unnoticed became numismatic treasures, the kind that can make an ordinary person a billionaire overnight. The thrill of owning one lies not only in its monetary worth, but in holding a living fragment of America's coinage mystery, a piece of metal that defied fate and became history. Over the years, countless collectors have searched high and low for that perfect 1997 D half-dollar, the one in mint state or proof-like condition, shining like it was struck yesterday. Some have appeared at auctions, commanding jaw-dropping bids, while others remain hidden, tucked in forgotten coin jars or inherited collections, waiting to be discovered. If you have a 1997 D. Kennedy half-dollar, don't be quick to spend it or sell it cheap. Examine it closely. Under the right conditions, you might be holding a coin worth more than your wildest dreams. The true magic of this coin lies in its combination of artistry, symbolism, and rarity. The obverse, featuring Kennedy's noble profile, captures a moment of strength and tragedy, a design that resonates deeply with Americans even decades later. The reverse, showcasing a heraldic eagle clutching arrows and olive branch, stands as a timeless reminder of power and peace. Together, these designs make the coin not only a financial treasure, but also a piece of emotional heritage. And when such a coin exists in nearly flawless condition, untouched by circulation, its worth transcends money. It becomes a collectible masterpiece, sought by museums and elite collectors worldwide. What makes the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar even more fascinating is how unpredictably valuable it can be. You might think it's just another 50-cent coin, but in the eyes of the right buyer, its perfection, strike sharpness, and historical context make it priceless. The coin's true value isn't fixed. It's dictated by passion, rarity, and the timeless allure of owning something truly unique. In today's market, a perfectly preserved specimen could command seven-figure offers, making it one of the most expensive Kennedy half dollars ever known. Think about it. A coin you could once spend on candy or soda, now capable of rewriting your destiny. This is not fantasy. This is the power of numismatic rarity. The 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar is proof that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. It's not just a coin. It's a hidden fortune, a whisper from history calling out to those who have the eyes to recognize its worth. So, before you overlook that old coin sitting in your drawer, take another look. You might be holding the ticket to unimaginable wealth, the coin that could transform your life overnight. In the end, the 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar stands as a testament to both legacy and luck. It bridges the past and present. A coin that began as a national tribute and evolved into a modern-day treasure. If fate places one of these rare gems in your hands, don't underestimate its power. Because in the right condition, with the right collector, this simple piece of metal can hold a value beyond belief. A coin capable of turning an ordinary person into a millionaire. So treasure it, protect it, and remember, sometimes fortune doesn't come in gold. It comes in a shimmer of silver, stamped with the proud D of Denver and the eternal face of President Kennedy.